Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an update for you on my Slimming World journey. I haven't done an update for a couple of weeks. So I thought I would just fill you in on how things have been going over those weeks. So I have put up food diaries and I've also got one to put up as well for last week. So the last time I spoke to you all, it was the week after I'd been on plan for a week, after everything had happened on my birthday and that, and I'd gained 2.5. So the week after that, when I weighed at class, I lost 3.5 pounds, which I was super happy with. I don't know if that was just my body catching up or, you know, because I was on plan, but I don't know. So yeah, I was really happy with that, on plan, and that took me to 5 stone 4 pounds lost, which I needed then 3 pounds for my 5.5 stone award. So it is Thursday today, and as you all know, or if you're new here, you wouldn't know, but I weigh in on a Tuesday morning. So when I weighed in on Tuesday, I gained 2 pounds, which I wasn't very happy with, but thinking back, Star Week began on Monday, so the day before, hence this little visitor I've got here, and I'm just feeling crap and bloated, and you know, so there's that. And I also wasn't on really 100% on plan on the Wednesday either, so you know, it is what it is. I'm at a point in my journey now where, you know, gains, they do get to me, but you know, it's not as if I've done something, you know, massive to get that £2. So you know, that's taken me back down to 5 stone 2. So I've still got my 5 stone award. You know, I've still lost over 5 stone and I'm still in the next stone bracket down. So, you know, there's still all positives to get from that. Also, I've had some non-scale victories as well. I've been, you know, I've worn clothes that didn't fit me, you know, sort of 6 months ago. You know, jeans in the next size down. You know, there's pajamas that I'm wearing now that are sort of like 2 sizes down and are fitting me and are comfortable. So, you know, there's positive things to come out of it as well. You have to excuse my friend, he doesn't want to sort of play today. I don't know what's going on. I'm just feeling a bit rubbish. You can see, like, when I get sort of flares, you can see, like, please excuse this spot, it's horrific, but I get sort of red marks on my face. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. I'm going to be doing later on today, I'm going to make a chicken meatball and bacon pasta bake. So I'm going to use the chicken meatballs from Muscle Foods, which I've had in the freezer, and they've defrosted overnight, but I'm actually going to cut them in half, and there's 12 in the pack, so that makes it 6 ins for the entire thing because they're half a sin each. But I'm also going to cut them in half because they're quite big to eat, you know, just on their own. And I'm going to do a pasta bake, just make my own recipe up really, just throw in loads and loads of speed. So I've got things like passata, tinned tomatoes, mushrooms, 2 types of onion, what else have I got, peppers, leeks. So I'm going to do all of that on the hob because I still haven't got around to getting my oven fixed. I do need to get it because I'm really fancying baked oats, and it's a real sort of, I thought, oh, you know, perhaps it's working, you know, because I haven't tried it for a little while, but no, it's still not working. So I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get that fixed. But you know, so I'm gonna do all that on the hob, as I normally do, mix it all in together, cook the pasta, put it into my I've got a square silicone dish. I'm going to put it in there, put the cheese on, and then put it under the grill. So that will do me then. I can cut it into 4 squares, 4 portions, and I've got 4 meals. You know, sometimes I add more speed with it, and then sometimes I don't. It depends really on how I feel. So I've got that planned to make, and then, you know, I've got lots of other things here as well that I can cook. So, you know, I'm on track. I was on track yesterday, and I had chicken quiche last night. So, you know, I had a takeaway and I was still completely on plan. It was 3 sins I used for the chicken quiche, and I used some crucial sauce on my healthy extra A and B. So, you know, that's what I did because I just didn't really feel up to cooking. So yeah, food wise has been really good. I do need to get back on the water though. I've been drinking, you know, not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but a lot more than what I usually drink of like Coke and things, you know, Diet Coke, Pepsi Max. You know, I was having, say, 2 cans a day, and that's a lot for me because normally I would just be drinking the squash in, oh, excuse my spot, in my Hydrate Mate. So yeah, I'm gonna try and aim for more of these, so because I've been really thirsty lately, just really just can't get enough fluid. So I'm gonna try and drink more water. I've really got to get back on top of that. You know, I can still have the Coke. There's nothing wrong with having Diet Cokes, Pepsi Max, you know, anything that's zero, because they are free on Slimming World, and there is nothing wrong with that at all. It's just that I personally like to drink more water, or, you know, with the squash, because I don't really drink it plain unless I'm out and I grab a bottle of water. But I like to drink more of that, more of the squash and the water instead of Coke. So I'm hoping that I can get more water in me this week. Yeah, so things have been good, like I said, on plan. It's just that, you know, if you've ever had a gain, you know what it's like. And especially with Star Week, I've been quite lucky the last sort of maybe 3 or 4 months. You know, it always sort of lands around weigh day, but it's been landing sort of the Thursday or Friday before. So if it was a Friday, the second day for me, you know, I don't know if this is a bit too much information, but the second day for me is always the worst. It's when I feel the absolute worst on out of the 4 or 5 days. And that's when I feel more bloated and everything else is going on. So the second day was my weigh day. So, you know, I'm not really surprised that I did have a gain. You know, maybe it shouldn't have been as much as that, but, you know, you can hold with fluid and retention during that time of the month for women. You know, you can retain, you know, maybe double that, triple that sometimes. And I used to be like that. So, you know, if you do have that sort of problem around that time of the month, you know, I really do sympathise with you. But like I say, I've been lucky, and, you know, things are going well in that direction, you know, in that area even, because I have PCOS. You know, the more weight I'm losing, or even over the last sort of 5-6 months, my cycle has been regular. You know, the highest I think my cycle has been is 31. It's between like 29 and 31 days. And, you know, thinking back to, you know, even this time last year, everything, it was all over the place. You know, I was going for months at a time or whatever. So, you know, there's positives to gain from everything. So, you know, if I've got to put up with a gain every 4 weeks, then so be it, because it just means that my body is healing and my body is, you know, getting back down to where sort of within the norm range, because there's a range. There's not a specific sort of day of cycles that is sort of deemed normal, then there's like a range between. So I'm in that range now, and I feel so lucky to be like that, knowing what I was like before. So enough of, you know, that sort of talk. But yeah, I was a little bit bummed. Everybody is going to be when you get a gain, and it's not necessarily your fault. But you know, there's always next week, and I'm, what am I now, £5 away now from my 5.5 stone award. It seems like it's getting further and further away, but I'm determined. I'm going to keep going, and I still would like it before Christmas, or you know, even if I get it sort of on, because we're away on Christmas Eve on the Sunday, so even if I got it that day, you know, I'd be happy. I'd be happy anyway. I would like to get that award in the bag really before Christmas. You know, it's just something that, just a little goal that I've got in mind really. So yeah, that's everything to do with weighing in and on my journey and that. So you know, I am going to be looking to see if there's any little things that I can do food wise this week, you know, maybe change up my healthy extras and things. And I'm going to start doing Scam Bran again, overnight Scam Bran, because that's like one of my favourites and I really enjoy it. If you've got any ideas of anything that I could maybe switch up, or any sort of really easy simple meals, you know, with sort of staples that you would have sort of around in your cupboards and things, you know, please feel free to leave it down below, because I'm always looking for something that I can do easily, because with my pain it's difficult for me to stand for a long time. I have got a chair in the kitchen now which does help me, but I'm on the sort of lookout for a cheap stool sort of on wheels which is a bit higher. So that will help me even more. So yeah, health wise, everything's pretty much the same with that. Still in a lot of pain. My mental health has not been great. I have had a letter to say that they've cancelled my assessment, which sort of did raise my anxiety a bit yesterday when I had the letter, because I was then panicking, thinking, why have they sent me this letter, you know, why have they cancelled? So you know, that's just what goes through my head. But I rang them, and the boy I spoke to on the phone was really lovely. He just explained everything. I said to him, you know, I have anxiety, I just need to make sure, I need to know sort of what's happening. So he explained everything to me, and he said it just looks like they've overbooked, so you know, that's fine. So it's not on the 4th of December anymore, but hopefully it'll be before Christmas, but if not, it'll be in the new year. So I've just got to keep going back to the doctors for my sick notes, which is fine, because my doctor will, like I said before, is really, really good. She just gets them done for me. She understands what's going on. I did have an appointment on Tuesday, reviewed all my meds, so I'm still on duloxetine, 60 milligrams a day. They're the antidepressant, and they also, after sort of, I think it's about 6 weeks it takes to get into your system for help for pain. So I'm still on those. I'm on 25 milligrams now of amitriptyline. She's increased that because the 10, like what before when I was taking it, I was on 50 milligrams a night. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was on 50 milligrams a night, and you know, that helped me sleep a bit better, and you know, it did help a little bit with the pain, but you know, that's where I'm sort of going back up to. So she's increased it to 25 milligrams. I'm taking one of those in the evening, and I take my duloxetine in the morning, because when I was taking it, when I was taking duloxetine in the night, it was making me, it was giving me more insomnia than I already have. So I was like awake half the night. So I'm taking those. I'm still on my vitamin D. I think my 6 weeks is up sort of beginning of December, around the 10th, I think. So I'm dreading that, because that means I have to have more bloods, and I'm terrified of needles. So I'm still taking that, and I'm taking my propranolol. I don't know if I've told you before, but I take that 80 milligrams a day for my migraines, and I definitely feel that if I if I run out, or if I forget for some reason, if my brain is a bit foggy and I forget to take it for whatever reason, I know about that, because within a day or so I start getting the migraine pains back. She's also, because I said, look, you know, I'm still in so much pain, I need something else. I need some kind of painkiller to take the edge off. So she's given me zapping, the 3500, but it's in capsules instead of the tablets. And I'm finding that they are working a bit better, because obviously capsules, they dissolve quicker. So yeah, that's where I am health wise. I'm still waiting on my appointments. The doctor said that, you know, having all these sort of investigations up and coming will help in my assessment, and, you know, with my ESA and everything. So that's good news. But yeah, I just gotta keep going, you know, and once I get to rheumatologist, they'll obviously then do more tests and be able to tell me, you know, my GP is pretty sure that it's fibromyalgia, but she thinks it could be something with the tissues and that. So, you know, we could be looking at rheumatoid arthritis. But again, she's not a specialist, but she has looked into it, you know, and knows a little bit about it. So until I get to that rheumatologist, they're not gonna be able to tell me which one it is, or if it's a mixture of both or whatever's going on. But once I know, I can have the right medication, and then hopefully I can sort of start to feel a bit more like me again. But yeah, so like I say, you know, things are going well with Swimming World. Yeah, I had that game, but I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going with my meals planned. And like I say, if you've got anything, any ideas, something that I can do really simply and easily, I'm doing the pasta bake, you know, so something that I could do alongside that, you know, maybe for lunches or something. You know, it would be greatly appreciated. So I don't think there's anything else to update you on. No, I don't think there is. I just really hope that you're all doing well. I know I haven't been around for a few weeks. Sometimes that's just how it goes for me. You know, I've had over the last week and a half, I've had quite bad, the pain has been quite high, so I've been trying to deal with that. I also had my flu jab on Tuesday. The doctor was like, oh well, you know, you need to have it done because of like my immune system and everything else that's going on. And I'm, like I say, I'm terrified of needles. My husband wasn't this, but I was like, okay, I need to get it done. She said, oh, you know, you could potentially ache and things after. It's like, well, I ache, I'm in pain every day anyway, so a bit more pain to me isn't really going to make much difference. So yeah, she gave me my flu jab. Did hurt at the time, but like I say, I hate needles, so I think that's why they hurt more than they do. Like my husband said his didn't hurt him, but he's just like he gets on with it, you know, he gives blood and everything, and I'm really proud of him for that, because I wish I could do something like that, but I know I can't, because I'd have a panic attack and probably pass out or something. But yeah, anybody who gives blood, you know, to me is amazing, you know, is something that I wish I could do, but it's not worth putting myself through the stress. But yeah, so that's that. It has been really sore over the last, when did I have Tuesday, and it's Thursday today, so yesterday it was really, really painful, and it's gone quite red, but I always seem to have that kind of reaction to it. But yeah, you know, it's done now, and you know, hopefully it'll protect me from the flu and different things, but you know, you never know. Yeah, so I hope you guys are all okay. You know, how have you been doing? You know, like I said, I know I haven't been around. I have caught some videos here and there, but I've not been commenting. So, you know, just to let you know, I have been trying to watch videos where I can. But I hope you're all doing really well. You know, if you're not, then, you know, you're not alone. There's always somebody that you can reach out to. And if you ever need a chat, you know where I am, just drop me a message and I'd be more than happy to have a chat with you. you know, and if it's just a ramble or whatever, you know, sometimes it's something that, you know, you need to do. But I really do hope that you're all doing well. Hi to all my new subscribers, you're very welcome here, and hi to everybody else for hanging in there with me. You know, it really does mean a lot. Your support does mean a lot to me, and I know I say it every time, but I just want to make sure that, you know, you do know that it does mean a lot to me. So yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already, press that button down below and subscribe and come along on my journey with me, and we can support each other along the way, and, you know, ups and downs and everything else in between. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.